Hello and welcome to the Restaurant Show here on CW57. My name's Ryan Ashker. Stick around because Cold Fusion's going to stop by, along with Jack from Freshie and so much more. It's the Restaurant Show right here on CW57. Hello and welcome back to the Restaurant Show. Right now, very excited. We have Jack from Freshie back to join us, and you know that means we're going to learn about some tasty, healthy foods. Jack, thanks for coming back. How are you doing today?
Doing wonderful, thanks.
So you got to tell me, what did we bring along today? This one is the Pangoa, correct? Tell us a little bit about that.
That's the Pangoa bowl. So that's right on the cover of our menu. We've got that over a bed of rice with corn, black beans, aged cheddar, cherry tomatoes, cilantro, some fresh avocado, and for that one we put our fiery barbecue sauce.
Oh, okay.
So I was just asked that today, how spicy is that? And that's like a medium spicy. So if you're not into spicy food, you might not want to try that sauce, but if you like a little zing with your meal, great option.
So more of a little zing, so it has more flavor than necessarily the hot.
Exactly.
Okay, great.
Exactly.
That looks good. That's got a lot of good stuff in there, and that's just all that you see on top that's just over rice, then, correct?
Yep. So for this one, we put the dressing on the side, but if you're eating it in, we can also just drizzle that on there for you, and you can mix and match it as you like. Over here, we've got our great Cobb salad. So we've got this one with bacon, avocado, corn, tomatoes, blue cheese, and our honey Dijon dressing that we do in-house from scratch, as we do a number of our dressings.
Okay, now the Cobb, I'm not huge into salads, but I know one of our producers here, Ellie, loves the Cobb salad. She said that's like her favorite one. So what is it with the Cobb salad that makes yours just so good?
Candidly, the fresh toppings, hence the name always helps. The blue cheese just seems to have that right amount of crumble to it.
Sure.
So not too dry, not too mushy. Our avocados, anybody that sees me at the store knows that I'm on my never-ending search for the perfect avocado. So we're always bringing in fresh avocados for you. And like I said, doing dressings from scratch like that, you can just taste that difference in there. Our honey Dijon dressing just really makes the whole thing come alive.
And that search for the perfect avocado, that has to be a little bit harder now than in the past because it seems like they're putting avocado on everything.
Well, it is one of the superfoods. It's really good for your health. And yes, a lot more menu options do have avocados. A number of our other entrees and our Freshie Green smoothie here also have avocados in it. Besides the avocados, we've also got kale, spinach, and pineapple.
Okay.
For some people, they think, that's a lot of healthy food. What's that going to taste like? Tastes so good. My kids fight over who gets to have the Freshie Green. It's our #1 seller out of the smoothies.
Oh, wow.
Great taste there, and it's good for you.
I'm going to have to try that one, and I'll tell you that. Now, the salads, we know you have a lot of them, a big variety, and you do catering. Now, if I want something catered in for a meeting, I got a big meeting coming up, can you do the salads? Can we do salads for that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we can either do large group salads, where we take one of these and we put it in a large bowl, and you can just use the tongs, put it on your plate. Or we can flip it the other way and do the group salad bar, and that's where we bring you the bases, spinach, kale, romaine lettuce, and mixed greens, and then all the toppings. We can also provide some chicken or tofu if you like on there, and the different dressings. So people seem to really like that for the group meetings, where you can put on your plate exactly the proportions that you like and really dial it in.
So, okay, a lot of different variations on that. Now, with Pangoa, is that, I'm interested in that one. Is that, you can get different toppings on that as well, correct?
Yeah, so for everything at Freshie, you can customize it.
Okay.
So if you want to mix and match, substitute some toppings, you're always welcome to. Same with the sauces. So if you're saying, that fiery barbecue sounds like a little too much for me, we also have a creamy barbecue, or we're cutting it with Greek yogurt.
All right.
So it's a little bit more mild.
That sounds good
that's
too.
also the sauce that's on our smokehouse burrito, also delicious. And like I said, we've got a hot peanut sauce or a teriyaki sauce. We're also going to be making our peanut sauce from scratch going forward. So a lot of good things happening at Freshie.
And if you have ever been to Freshie or even looked at the menu, you know how many different options they have where you can mix and match on there. So it truly is kind of made for you, made to order, and it's going to be fantastic. And the nice thing is, if you eat at Freshie or order something in or go to a meeting where they cater it, you don't get that big 2:30, 3 o'clock lull. It's almost energizing where you're ready to go the rest of the day.
That's exactly the feedback we've been getting. A lot of groups are doing wellness programs now. I asked people, how'd the catering go over with everybody? It tasted good, and another comment we get a lot is, yes, we fueled us up for the day. I didn't feel like taking a nap midday. Felt the difference immediately.
And that's important. For me, that's really important. But so I got to ask, we got you in the Aaron Rodgers day. We got the double check going on.
That's right.
Got the double check, 2-0, big time for the Packers right now.
Great to see.
And that leads us into what I want to ask. You're teaming up with some athletic teams in town. Tell us a bit about that.
So this Friday night, we're going to be sponsoring the Madison Memorial football team. They'll be taking on
Go
Middleton.
Spartans.
That's right. So we're going to be providing them with some delicious and nutritious evening dinners for the coaches and team. And hopefully they'll feel the difference right away, too, in their game.
Hope so. You know Adam picked Freshie just because he likes that, so he's going to have all the players do it too, and they're going to become addicted now.
That's the goal. Nothing wrong with being addicted to good, healthy food.
Not at all. And especially for, it's important where kids start eating better at a younger age, especially if they're athletes.
Yep.
So they don't get into that lull when they go to college or upperclassmen. They're going out to, some of the fast food joints, especially around Memorial Day in and day out.
Yep.
They have healthier options right there that'll help them, obviously excel in school and hopefully on the field for the Spartans.
Absolutely. Candidly, growing up, I was always playing sports, football, basketball, track, baseball, you name it. I like to keep myself busy. And I was under the impression that you kind of stop growing at 16, 18. A lot of the science now is you're still growing through 20, 21, 22. So for all those young athletes out there where you're still trying to build those muscles and bones while you got a chance, come into Freshie, try it out. It's food that both tastes good and it's good for you.
Oh, that's fantastic. So helping out the local schools as well, Madison Memorial, and they do have a big game coming up. We're actually going to be covering Memorial in a couple weeks when they take on Verona here on CW2.
All right, great.
Now, as far as catering, not only for the store, but online, you guys do online ordering. So if I'm in a rush, I can put my order in and come pick it up and be ready to go.
Absolutely. So you can just go to freshie.com. It's got our menu options there. We get an email at the store. We punch in the order for you. You come in, pick it up and pay for it, and off on your way. So for a lot of people, that makes it real convenient.
It does. And I also learned something new today where you guys are at. Not only do you have the main Freshie location, but maybe a little satellite location if you're out working out. Tell our viewers a bit about that.
Sure. So a number of our guests that have been coming in are members at the Princeton Club. And Peter, the general manager, asked if we could start selling the Freshie salads, wraps, and juices out of a convenience cooler there right at the store. Wow. So that way, for really busy people where they're debating, do I have time to eat or do I have time to work out? You can do both now.
Get it both done, and that's at Princeton Club. And then, of course, there's the main Freshie location where you can go and get any of the sort of food you want. They cater, you can order online, they make it as easy as possible. And to me, the most important thing is you're not tired. It's very energizing, very good, very healthy food. Jack, thanks for coming back today.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
Jack from Freshie, you got to go check him out. We'll be back for more of the Restaurant Show in just a moment. Next on the Restaurant Show, Joe from Cold Fusion stops by.
Welcome back to the Restaurant Show. Right now we are very excited to be joined by the culinary creator himself, Joe Perkins from over at Cold Fusion. How are you doing today?
Good to see you again.
Good, and we have obviously some exciting stuff lined up. I think we're going to start with the Tuscan Asian tuna.
Yes, it is something I've had on the menu for now, 13 years.
Okay.
It's a little different, of course. I always blend things together, and we start with our tuna. It's an ahi grade tuna, sushi grade tuna. A little bit more fragile than your typical hard tuna that you see all grilled all the time. You don't really want to grill this, it falls apart. We sear it rare with soy sauce. So when you get it, it's cold. It is cold.
And you were telling me with that kind of tuna, because it's a better version of it. It doesn't get really tough or anything when you cook it. That almost just falls apart.
It's very soft, very mild, the flavor enhances by the soy sauce and the wasabi if you want to put wasabi with it.
Okay.
And so you just sear it rare, cold, like sushi. That's what they use in sushi, so that's why we do it. And then I do things a little bit differently. I take a hot naked sauce, which we make ourselves. It's olive oil and garlic and a bunch of seasonings and herbs.
Okay.
And we saute some linguine with it and put that on the side. Then I take the tuna, I toss some naan, which is Indian flatbread, and cut it into 6 pieces, just like the tuna. Put that on the bottom, make a bruschetta with fresh tomatoes, of course, fresh basil, olive oil, fresh garlic, rice wine vinegar, since it is a tuna dish.
Sure.
And Joe spice, my own creation, of course.
All right.
Mix all that together, make a bruschetta, put that on top of the tuna after it's sliced, which is on top of the bread. So you basically have some croustades on the bottom with some tuna on top and some bread or bruschetta on top of that. So then the linguine's on the side with the hot naked and the Parmesan. We serve it with soy and wasabi to have some dipping to go along with it.
Gotta ask where the hot naked came from for the sauce.
A lot of people ask me that, it's hilarious because they're like, hot naked. I'm like, no, it's not. That's not what I mean. What I mean is a naked sauce. You can still see the pasta when you're done with it. All you see is the herbs and the garlic, and it's a hot sauce. You serve the pasta that's hot with the hot sauce.
All right, makes sense. My mind was not.
A little bit different than what people think it is. So
Okay. So with that, and now, I know you do a lot of different things. Can that be an alternative where you could get something besides pasta with it, or can you have it
you
without
can.
the pasta?
You can. And what I've done before with this tuna in the past is too, we've done appetizers with it. You can just get the tuna.
Okay.
And no pasta on the side, no salad, no bread, no anything like that. You get the croustades, of course, but you can get garlic mash with that, you get a veg with it, you get rice with it, whatever you like. I just pair it with the tuna and the pasta because it's Tuscan Asian tuna. You want
Sure.
the Japanese flair with the Italian flair put
So it
together.
kind of comes together
Yes,
like that.
fuses.
And it fuses together at Cold Fusion.
Yes.
And this looks absolutely fantastic when finished. And I know you did a great job kind of explaining it, and you brought along a finished product we can
Yes.
look at too. And that's a full meal for you, folks. That looks absolutely fantastic. And
Yes.
that's all put together. And that's, your wasabi is a little bit different.
Yes.
What's the reason behind that? It's not, that solid
I
kind
make
of block.
mine's a wet wasabi, and what I mean by that is I make it a little more moist because people like taking wasabi and mixing it with the soy sauce together to put it on top of the fish instead of having to go, all right, let me take the wasabi, then pour a little soy on there, because I don't have all the tools for that type of thing. I'd rather people just mix it, put it on there, use chopsticks if you want. If you want, just take the bread and eat it as a bruschetta.
Sure. So make
That's what
it
is.
easier to eat. People can
Exactly.
share it a little bit easier.
Exactly.
Being able to spread out on that. So that
Without a
looks
doubt.
fantastic. That's the Tuscan Asian tuna. Ah, that looks good. I'm gonna have to try that. And then also I want to point out, I noticed you have wings on the table.
Right.
I love wings. If you guys watch the show, you know how much I love wings. And these are some big suckers.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about what we got
They
going on
are
with wings.
they're off 6-pound chickens.
Okay.
They're jumbo wings. You get the whole wing. And someone mentioned today, they're like, well, we didn't see it said jumbo and the whole wing on the menu. Well, that's my fault as an owner. But when you get the wing, you get the whole thing. So they say 2 pieces. Well, it's 3. I like the nips. I like chewing on them.
Yeah.
What we do is a 3-step process. Takes me about 2 hours to cook these wings.
All right.
Okay. I take the jumbo wings, I boil them, I parboil to about 3/4 done. Which means that what happens when you parboil them, it shrinks down the skin, but doesn't break it. So the moisture stays inside instead of being released. Then we take them, we grill them, put the marks, you can see the marks here
Sure.
on there. And then we actually do freeze them because you want to prepare them ahead of time, especially on wing night. We have wing night in Middleton and Platteville on Mondays. 75-cent wings. Those things for 75 cents each.
That's at Platteville and Middleton on Mondays.
Right.
75
And
cents.
McFarland, it's Wednesdays.
And when Wing Wednesday in McFarland.
So it's, believe me, these things, we sell a ton.
I could
A ton of
imagine.
them.
That's
So-
that's 2 wings almost anywhere else
Yes,
you go.
exactly, and they're jumbo wings. We had an older lady, she goes, those are turkey wings. I'm like, no, they're chicken wings. She goes, I said, no problem. So, but what we do is, then we freeze them, and then we fry them, crisp them up.
Sure.
Once you crisp them up, they come out looking nice and glistening and pretty. Then you add your sauce. We only have 3 sauces, buffalo, which we make ourselves,
All right.
okay? Teriyaki, which I make myself. And my barbecue sauce is the same barbecue sauce I use for my wings, my ribs, and my chicken.
So it's a good barbecue
Yes,
sauce. then,
it's the
too.
same thing. So we try to blend everything together, and we actually let people, they'll come in and say, well, can I get 2 of each? Well, sure. We'll give them 2
All
buffalo,
right.
2 barbecue
So kind of a sample of the 3.
Exactly. And we tell people all the time, you can't take them with you on the wing night because it's a special in-house only.
Yeah.
You can buy them every day. They're on our menu. And we tell, like football players, get 8 to start. You can always order more, but you can never take them home with you. So we've had some issues with that
So
before.
give them
Yeah.
a start.
Give 'em a
Start
start.
small, add more as you go with that.
Exactly.
Now with when you're preparing that, and we have the finished product here, you said you fry them obviously, give it that nice crisp. Is that something you can bake too if someone's
Yeah,
kinda
if you don't have
really
a fryer
health
at home,
conscious?
it's real easy to. At home, if you just want to, if you have a grill at home, parboil, grill, put them in the oven for 25, 30 minutes at 350. They're going to come out the way you want them. I'd even sauce them before you put them in the oven. That way the sauce just soaks into that
Soaks
skin.
in,
It's
yeah.
still crispy and it's still got that nice glaze on it. That's what I would do.
No.
We serve ours with carrots, and you get a side of blue cheese or ranch with it. It's up to you. So.
That's good. Now what is the parboil? Is that something besides just the water in there?
No, it's just water.
Just water?
Just
Okay.
water, and
So
I
parboil.
actually save some of that stock for chicken soup and stuff like that. We put it aside, so you try to keep what you can do.
And that's look, huge wings for 75 cents. And want to make sure we mention again all 3 locations.
Yes.
Middleton,
Yes.
Platteville, and now McFarland's up and running too,
McFarland.
correct?
Yes, Cold Fusion 2 in McFarland. We call it 2 because the menu's smaller. It doesn't have everything, but you know what? We have a lot of good things to offer out there. We're actually thinking about putting the tuna on there as an appetizer only because I don't have all the facilities there, but the wings are there. You know, we have our ribs and our chicken, our burgers, and everything else. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And want to make sure we mention, because the food is absolutely amazing, you guys got to try it. You also are very good with doing parties and catering.
Yes, I will cater whenever everybody wants me to. Just give me enough notice. I can cater up to 400 or 500 people.
Fantastic. So check them out. 3 different locations of Cold Fusion. I know I visit the one in Middleton just because it's close to home, but check out any of the 3 for some great food. You can see the variety here in massive wings. Special Wednesday in McFarland for 75 cents, and then you got Platteville and Middleton on Monday for wings. So check them out. Joe, thank you for joining us
Thank
here
you.
today.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back with more of the restaurant show.
Coming up next on the restaurant show, VIP Asian cuisine. Hello and welcome back to the restaurant show. Right now we're joined by our friends from VIP Asian Cuisine. Ken is here. And Ken, you got something special prepared for us, a little appetizer.
Yes.
A tuna avocado salad.
Yes.
Correct? That sounds great. Okay. So let's get into that. Obviously we got the tuna, avocado gonna go into it.
And spring mix.
So a nice spring mix.
So I'm gonna start with the bamboo leaf, like on top of the plate for decoration only.
So is that part of it or was that decoration?
For decoration only.
Okay.
So
You can't eat the bamboo leaf?
no.
Oh, okay. I would have tried it.
Spring mix.
Always your nice fresh spring mix.
Yes.
As we're getting into that time of the season especially.
Yes. A little bit olive oil, vinegar, and we start with the tuna.
You guys have some of the freshest, you know, meats around too. So this tuna just,
Yes.
you can see on the color how fantastic that looks.
Dice cut.
And this is one of those appetizers that is great as we're getting into spring. People are eating a little bit lighter.
Yes.
Don't want to have the big heavy meals. So, you know, a salad like this would be a great spring kind of fit.
Lemon zest. Scallions.
Odd
And
different flavor
extra
going on
nuts.
the tuna.
Extra virgin olive oil. And ponzu sauce. And a little bit of salt.
A little bit of salt.
Mix it.
Kind of combine everything, get it mixed together.
Avocado.
Avocado. Avocado is kind of going into everything now. Great flavor to that. Obviously very healthy quality, so it would fit great with a salad.
Yes.
And the avocados, the tuna, and everything else we put together, mix that up a little bit more.
So avocado is the less to mix together because I don't want to mushy.
Get that kind of over the spring mix and everything combines.
So
And that is your tuna avocado salad. And is this more of an entree or is this something people get as an appetizer?
Appetizer. Right?
Appetizer?
We sell a lot of this appetizer.
So one of the more popular ones in that you have your salad mix, you have, you know, avocado, which is one of those super fruits, and then the tuna. And as we said, you guys have such fresh fish that it's going to bring out the flavor and everything.
Big eye
with
tuna
it.
always.
So with that, want to touch on, could be a good selection for Mother's Day. You guys are going to be doing some stuff for Mother's Day. Can you
we
tell us
have
about that?
Mama Combo, we call it.
The Mama
There's
Combo.
15 slices of sashimi and 2 special rolls.
Okay.
We really like make the combo like we stick, so people know.
Okay.
That's including like you can choose 2 kind of appetizer. There's a scallop carpaccio and another one spicy crab meat wrapped with avocado. That's appetizer you can choose. And including wine, red or white wine.
Wine, red or white wine. So that's a great value for Mother's
Yes.
Day, which is coming up right around the corner at VIP Asian Cuisine. Is that something you guys are taking reservations for? Is it walk in, first come, first serve?
Most of customer like already start do a lot of reservation.
So already making reservations,
Yeah.
that starts filling
So
up.
walk in, we not sure sometimes restaurant is full, so we can do it.
Make your reservations. Like, you go in there and it's full, you're not gonna get it, and it looks really good. And aside from that, I want to point out, because you guys have a fantastic special that you do Monday through Wednesday, so early in the
Yes.
week, it is all sushi rolls between Monday and Wednesday are
Yes,
up to
up to
50%
50%
off.
off.
So got a great deal with that. And what are
Yes.
some of the varieties you have with those rolls?
Yeah, many kind of rolls, but mostly customer order the special rolls because
Special rolls?
it's cheaper.
Because it's, it's cheaper,
yeah.
okay. Well, whether it's cheap or whether you want to spend a lot, you guys have great food all up and down the menu with
Yes.
that as well at VIP Asian Cuisine. We touched a little bit on the tuna you see in there, the avocado spring roll, so a nice little appetizer salad. Mother's Day coming up, so get your reservations in. They have the Mama Combo.
Yes.
And up 2 different appetizers you can choose for that, red or white wine. A lot of different things. Mother's Day coming up, so make sure you call ahead and get in for that. And then one of the best specials you're gonna find on rolls in town, up to 50% off of all rolls between Monday and Wednesday at VIP Asian Cuisine. So you cannot go wrong with that. Give them a check out. As always, Ken did a fantastic job. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you
in
so
today.
much. Thank you.
VIP Asian Cuisine, check them out. We'll be right back with more of the restaurant show right here on CW57 after this. Thank you for tuning into the restaurant show this week. We want to thank all of our guests for stopping by and letting us know some great places to eat in and around Madison. You can let me know some of the restaurants you would like to see here on the restaurant show using Twitter at Ash41 or hashtag TRSCW57 to tweet the show. Until next time, my name's Ryan Ashker and you're watching the restaurant show on CW57 where you can eat the best, forget the rest.